Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Maniacal, and today I have a tri-commentary with Buccaneers Champ and Cubs09Champs, two fellow biohazard gamers. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Alright, hey, my name's Buccaneers Champ, and I play Battlefield 3, and I classify myself as a pretty decent player in Battlefield.
Hey guys, I'm Cubs, and I'm that guy who really can't stand Battlefield much anymore because I just find my experience changing every other day. It's so many whiners and complainers. Every this gun that, this tank that. But, you know.
Okay, and today I have for you P90 gameplay from Conquest Domination on Danya Fortress. Playing with me are Buccaneers, Champs, and Ajon360, and the topics we have to talk about today are the Aftermath DLC information, Death Dealer Community Challenge, dog tag statistics, and our opinion on DICE's nerfing and buffing of certain guns.
Alright, so the first thing we have to talk about today is the Aftermath DLC information. Now, I know Cubs, for one, had a little problem when I first told him about the crossbow, as, you know, it may give assaults and recons the ability to fight tanks and jeeps with explosive bolts, but after what we've heard recently on how it takes away your first equipment slot, such as the medkit in the assault class, the RPG or Stinger in the engineer class, it seems that as powerful as this may seem, it's really going to limit every class from doing their certain roles. Cubs, what do you think?
Well, what you were about to say is, well, first off, Assault already does have a legitimate counter to tanks. I mean, the M320 already does about 10, 11%. That's actually pretty good. It's really annoying to a tank when you think about it, especially when you have small grenades and you have 7 of them. At least you can disable it within 5. But I still do have a problem with the crossbow because we all remember, for those who played Black Ops, and a lot of Call of Duty players came over from Call of Duty into Battlefield, they're going to grab this crossbow and they're going to do a lot of trick shots, and it's really going to ruin the game. There are even quick scopers out there that are still trying to pull these COD tactics, and I know we are going to see a lot of people trying 360 crossbow. So, I'm not really sure if I want to see this in there. But that's just my thought on it.
Another thing we have is the new game mode that was recently announced, Scavenger, where I'm not sure if it's going to be team deathmatch based or it's going to be conquest based, but every player starts out with their pistol of their choice, I believe, and their guns are scattered around across the map, and the guns may not have full ammo. They may have 6 shots, 30 shots, 200 shots. You'll never know what you're going to pick up. Cub?
This game mode, I'm not so sure if I'd like it either because it's all based on luck, and I don't like anything based on luck at all. It should be based on who's better at what. And when it comes down to your pistol choice, really, we only have 4 choices here, and that's your magnums and your auto pistols. Every other pistol is completely worthless to pick. But when it comes to picking up guns, it's also the lucky guy who happens to come across an AEK with 100 bullets. I mean, who's going to stop him? I mean, you might be the unlucky guy to pick up a Type 88. You ain't going to be too happy with that.
I don't know. I have a service star with the Type 88, so...
And I have 36 with the AEK, so...
Oh, I guess something now would be the Death Dealer Community Challenge dog tag.
I gotta say, Death Dealer Community Challenge dog tag actually looks pretty good. But I was really surprised on the standings of what I saw, how many kills were actually earned over the past couple days. PC leads at 646,000. Xbox is surprisingly in second place at 500,000, and PS3 is in last at 412,000. Now, there is no selected date of when this will end. It will go on until each respective console earns its 2 million kills. But, you know, dog tag was pretty good.
Opinion on DICE that I don't think we have to complete these challenges to get the dog tags. I think they'll just give it to us anyway. We didn't do the Wake Island one, and we still got it.
No,
I
that
think
was
they're just trying to give us something to do past the time, you know? I think they'll still give it.
That was their first one, though. That was just their, hey, we're gonna give this to everybody, even though PlayStation was the only one to reach the goal.
That's true.
A lot of Wake Island 24/7 server.
Alright, now the interesting topic now that I'd love to hear you Cubs go on about.
Yeah, the nerfing and buffing of guns. But the first gun I want to start with, though, is the M16.
Cubs, I know you want to go on with this one, so I'm gonna let you take this one.
So, a lot of people hated the M16, and for reasons I really don't know, because when DICE made this game, it was the one gun that they built every other gun around, as in every assault rifle player, the M16 has more of a fire rate and a recoil to come with it, or less fire rate and less recoil, like the SCAR-L, the L85. and then come in the faster guns, the AEK and the FAMAS, more recoil. And the M16's biggest factor, I think it was that it had over any other thing, was the reload speed of like 1.6 seconds, and that was faster than anything but the AS Val. But what bothered me is it didn't really have any extremely strong points to piss anybody off. Its strong point was that it didn't have a weak point. But it definitely didn't beat out a Scar L at long range, and it didn't have any advantages. So they nerfed it, and they essentially switched it with the M416, its recoil values, and essentially now the M416 is the new M16, and wakey everybody, the last time I checked, you're all complaining about that gun now. You got what you wanted, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they got what they wanted, but
and we'll just have something else to replace it, and they'll complain about that. Whatever is the top gun in its category, shall we complain?
the complaining's coming from all the people that don't like the gun in the first place. That's what it's from.
I don't think it's that they don't like it, it's that they don't like getting killed by it. I mean, the USAS, I nerfed that thing. It was game breaking, but the M16, just pull out a shotgun at close range, or sniper at long range, or an SKS even. The SKS, I'll take it out, 60, 70 meters. AEK, come on, it didn't have an advantage. It's just that the competitive community picks this gun, and everyone wants to be MLG and be a tryhard, and they all pick it. And next thing you know, you see a million people running around with the same gun, same loadout. And that's really what quirks the community into wanting something nerfed. What surprised me? No one said it. And I feel it's going to get nerfed. That's my favorite.
Alright, now the really important one is the chopper gunner losing play. This one was really hurtful to a lot of fans of vehicle fans. I think it was a bad idea to take away flares away from it. I think the best way they could have fixed this problem with the stingers and not being able to hit helicopters at all was to just increase the amount of time it took for flares to recharge. I don't think they should have ripped away flares and now making stingers basically dominant as they were again.
This really sparks my ire too, because when it comes down to the choppers, in the very first stage of the game, the Stingers had their 600-meter reach, and choppers really feared them. And you know what we did? We complained about Stingers. So Stingers got nerfed. And you know what happened right after that? All of a sudden, choppers are too powerful. You can't take down a chopper with a Stinger. I mean, you had SoFlam Javelin. I mean, you're exploiting the game with that. That's bad enough. You have an easy way to take out a chopper. No. So you know what we do? We completely revert ourselves back to the beginning. And now all of a sudden, look what we got. We got Stingers dominating the skies. Choppers have no longer... The choppers can't even do anything, honestly. They really can't. It's just one swoop in, and then you got to run, because one simple man-pad can send you running off in the other direction because you only got one countermeasure. It's ridiculous how people just jump to different sides of the arguments, just like Mitt Romney. I mean, it's a good comparison.
Like, sorry for cutting you off there, but maybe they should just take and limit the number of stingers a person gets. Only give them 2.
That's a good idea. It seems like. I mean, it's a one-hit disable in the first place. I think if you took away, I mean, you got 3 shots. One's bound to disable one in the first place. Well, I think we're out of time, so Maniacal, do you like this?
Yeah, well, time's up, I guess. Then my name's Maniacal.
And my name's Buccaneers.
My name's Cubs, and honestly, I think I ran a little bit too much today, but, you know.
Alright, thank you guys for tuning into this Battlefield Tri commentary. See you next time.